All right, so we're making progress. So I did the fender. The fender's done. Uh, like this section of the door is done, and I got the rest of the car to go. I kind of just barely started like 20-30 minutes ago. So, I'm trying to make sure that I get very good use of the one step polish, just because it's not a real, you know, it's not a big polish. Like it's not gonna paint correct everything. Um, so just keep that in mind. But what I did want to show before, let me see if you could see it. Like here, there's a scuff right there. Not there where the red light is blinking. But right there, that's like a door ding. So that's like a small scratch. So when I come back to it, I'm going to grab the video camera and just come back, and if you can see, there's overspray from wherever the hell they got sprayed from, and it didn't come up with the clay bar, which sucks, but that's cool. So just remember that, and I'll see if I can bring you back to this spot if I don't lose it. And then there's this nick here in the paint, and that's an actual nick because that's really deep, so that's not going to be able to come out for sure. That's too deep. And looks like this too. That's something else. So all right, well, let me go ahead and continue, and then I'll come back and see if I can try to find those spots if they're not gone. All right. So all right. So hopefully that POV went through, but all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and, here's the you can see the little swirl, the polish or whatever, and then it's gone. So I guess I only worked with a section, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it out. Alright. So if you remember the blemish from the door used to be here. Okay. So it's still kind of there, but it's a lot less noticeable. Nothing you can really tell unless you angle a light at it. So I can kind of barely make it out. So here's some of it, but if you like run your nail, kind of, there's you can tell that the paint's like chipped up from there. But if you really look, it's kind of not really there until you actually look at it. Let me work the lens. But yeah, it's good because it's mostly gone, so you can't really see it that much. This one stayed because, like I said, that's really deep. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the panel, everything else, and we'll continue. All right, so we went ahead and we polished out the passenger side of the car, the hood, the you know, that all side, the rear, the trunk. Oh. Oh no. Camera has a scratch in the lens, so sorry for the speckle there. Alright, so I switched cameras. Sorry for the blemish on the Hero 3 Plus. I've had that camera for, what, a year and a half or something like that. So, I don't know. And I didn't always treat it the best. Anyway, so what we'll be doing is we'll be polishing this out. The other half of the roof. Then we'll be cleaning the interior and vacuum it out. We're going to go ahead and lay down a product called Hybrid V07. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I still have a lot of work to do, and this car is actually getting delivered today. So yeah, I gotta get started. So I'll be back with the end result, or of me cleaning the interior. And yeah, so there we go. So now that I have polished out the whole car, wiped it down one more time, taken out any dust or anything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and use the black light with the black finishing pad, and we're gonna do the entire car, minus the windows. So there's that. But other than that, we're gonna do the entire car. I'm gonna throw you guys on the time lapse, and hey, here we go.
You used to call me on my. You used to. Yeah. You used to call me on my cell phone. Like when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Like when you need my love. I know when you're like me. You know when you need my love.
This is a big ass problem. All right, so after 20 minutes, it's time to remove the coating, and we'll see the shine. Alright, so after polishing out the car, we went ahead and put some sealant on it. So we're just wiping off the sealant. And we used Chemical Guys Jet Seal for the sealant. And so yeah, I'm just wiping it down now. I kind of like the way it smells. It's weird, but some on the tail lights. We still have to apply some sealant to the carbon fiber. But with the carbon fiber, I'm gonna do that by hand because I feel like the machine is too aggressive. Another thing is we gotta tape and put back the rear spoiler, but I'm gonna clean up the windows first because they still have streaks and overspray from something. I don't know. So I gotta clean up the windows. But for now, I'm wiping off the jet seal. Man, this car feels amazing. This car feels great now. We also did the roof, which not a lot of people focus on, but yeah, we did the roof. This car feels so smooth. The good thing is the owner may not, care enough to wash his car all the time, but for some reason the car is still very clean. It's cleaner than most of my cars I've ever had. My BRZ is not as clean as this car for some reason. Like, I don't know. But alright. So next step is we're gonna clean up the windows. I gotta find my glass cleaner, and then we can go ahead and clean up the windows. After we clean up the windows, I'm gonna clean up the windows on the inside, and then we're going to clean the interior. And once we clean the interior, we'll give it one final wipe down. Whew. Alright, so it looks like we went ahead and took care of the whole car. So that's done. Now, for the final wipe down, we're going to be using VO7. I love VO7. I know it works very, very well. I've used it plenty of times before. So we're going to spray it down with the VO7 final wipe for the exterior, and that's it for the exterior minus the glass. We went ahead and completed the car, and as far as the outside goes, the paint anyway, minus the windows, as you can see, it's just, man, it's just looks great. The dim light doesn't really do it too justice in here, but you can tell big time that it's definitely cleaned up. So we're gonna go ahead and do the windows. The interior, that's all the boring stuff. I won't show too much of that unless there's something interesting. Then we'll roll it outside and wait for delivery time, pretty much. So thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll be back with the walk around. And yeah, so we're gonna deliver this car now. We're delivering it to Lamb. So Lamb, shout out to you and your newly polished up car. There are some bits, of course, that weren't going to be able to fix with a one-step polish, but we got as much as we could. The car is way smoother, it's way slicker, it looks a lot shinier, and you could just tell that it's a little bit more rich. So yeah, we're on our way to deliver this car, so I get to drive it. So it's a status seat, Vertex steering wheel. Kind of hate getting in and out of this thing, but yeah, so we're on our way, man. Do the two-step in the tunnel thing. So you're a racer.
I'm scared. That's a lot of cops here, homie.
Fuck it.
That's no fucking.
I don't see no fucking cops
If
around
I
here.
get pulled over, you got a ticket too.
I'm willing to take the risk.
Like you ain't got no seatbelt on.
I'm willing to take the risk.